Today I'm going to the local dollar store to get some cheap art supplies. Come with me! Welcome to the Ayala Art I Love to Paint channel. This is your artsy friend Martha. If you are art inclined, love art journaling, acrylic painting and mixed media, this is your channel. If you're enjoying this video and love painting, consider subscribing and click on the bell to get notified of all the new videos. I just came back home and I'm going to show you what I purchased. It was really windy, can you tell? But anyway, if you want to see our cat, he's gonna be checking also what we brought home. See what I bought? See what I bought? Hey, kitty. Okay, this is what I purchased. Cheap art supplies. This is for storing some of the paints that I have handy on the table that I'm using at the moment, and so I can transport them somewhere else to my other little, like the little rolly cart. So I have this, I'm gonna put it on the side. I was looking for some type of a canvas, but I didn't find it in the one that I have here in town. But these folders are going to be just as good. It's the manila paper. I have painted on it in the past, and not that I need more paper to paint on because I sure have plenty of art journals. However, I wanted to buy it because it is a cheap art supply. And I found this very nice wood oval. This I'm going to paint in a different video. I found this cute stencil with flowers and I thought, maybe I can paint this wood like maybe a Frida Kahlo or something and put the flowers all around. It's an idea. You can check later on what happens. I will probably stick it in the end of this video, like a playlist or just a next video. Envelopes, because printing them with the jelly print is a lot of fun. I got some really cute memo notes, sticky notes, and the fun part is that this paper most of the time bleeds. If you put it in the other papers wet or with medium, it will drag the color around, and I like that. Marker in gold color. Black paint. I wanted more colors, but they hardly had anything. This is like just like a ribbon with lots of texture, and since I was thinking of maybe making a Frida, I thought this would be awesome texture for either put on top of the thing, the painting, like a dress or a something, or just make texture printing on it with a rough, ropey texture. And I also bought this white, which is kids paint, but I wanted black and white. They had also some other colors, but the most inspiring to me at the moment were these black and white, which I also have something in mind that I got all excited because I saw one of my friends, the art Sherpa, making a black and white painting, and that super inspired me. So look for a video inspired on black and white. And since it was also the easier to find paint acrylics on this little trip to the dollar store, that's like more like, okay, that's a given, we're gonna do it. Let's see how this one works. I'm always curious to see how the pen tips work on things. Looks pretty good. Has a little bit of sheen. Let's see, on paint. Nice. Overall, this is excellent. And the wood canvas or little surface to paint on is very smooth, so I don't think it's going to be any problem to paint on it. The stencil looks just like regular stencils, so I don't think we're going to have any fail in there, simply because they are, it's actually pretty thick. It's really nice. I have purchased some that are way more expensive, and they are super thin material that you don't want to mess with them too much. Let's see, the paint, we remove the little cap. Okay. This is where things get messy. And just to test one, let's do one of these little ones. I should be using a sponge or some type of a dabber, but I don't have it handy, and we are, after all, just testing. It's nice, and I can just very easily clean this material because it's already beading. If it beads, it's not gonna stick to the plastic, so that's always good news. Easier to clean. If it is like what it shows in here, it's going to be a little bit of a satin finish, but I have never used this paint, so we will see. I think the hardest part is just getting rid of this thingy. Hold on. Okay, we're going to test it on top of another paint as a second layer. Well, it's a little bit transparent, so it will take a little, like, more layers to cover. But overall, feels like a thick enough paint. It's not runny, it's not watery. I'll dry it and see. It's not covering so well, so this is something to consider, because if you're going to be painting the white to cover something, you will need a bunch more. It is not completely dry yet. This was a thicker chunk. Well, still for $1, it's pretty good. Something else that I got this burlap ribbon for is going to be tested right now. Well, just besides the fact that it's just beautiful. I love it. I love this material. If nothing else, like out of the tons of things that you can do with this, but if nothing else, putting a little layer over here of paint, since this is so thick, and let's forget about the circle, it doesn't matter. But anyway, you can have the texture right there, and something to add somewhere else with paint. See? Immediate texture right there. I hope the camera can catch it. So for the next video, I'm going to be working on the black and white and maybe adding a little bit of the gold. Seems like these three are going to be working together fine, and it's going to be on wood. I love painting on wood. I hope you had fun with this little quick cheap supplies haul. I had a lot of fun. Remember, if you're going to go out, and if in your state you can go out, get the mask on. So just take care, be careful, wear your mask at all times. Look over here, I'm going to have a couple of videos for you to check. It's going to be something fun. Keep your paintbrush wet and your heart happy. See you in the next one.